Hello and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I'm Esclavon Pruitt.
And I'm Angel Saris. Thanks so much for watching. Here's this week's consumer headlines. Regular gas costs more than $5 a gallon in some parts of the country. That's according to AAA.
This morning, President Joe Biden announced his oil plan for production and the future of gas prices. The plan starts with the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the Federal Reserve. Gas prices dropped about 3 cents a gallon over the last week, but the trend is that gas prices are likely to keep rising. Here in Alabama, the average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.43. We're not even eating Halloween candy yet, and already some people are planning for their Thanksgiving turkeys, and it's not a bad thing either.
Meat markets across the country warn inventory could be impacted this year. Turkey farms are feeling the inflation pinch, leading to higher prices. Jen Shawns is hearing from them and from shoppers in Metro Detroit.
I come here like 3 times a week.
And she drives all the way from Ann Arbor to shop here at Meatland Market in Detroit because she says the prices are better. For this mother of 14, any savings right now counts.
You're traveling a little further to a place where you know you can save a couple pennies.
Yes.
When it comes to that Thanksgiving turkey, head butcher Eric Neimanis says right now their supply is solid. That's because their buyers are working around the clock. The bird flu, he says, has impacted what's available and for how much.
They scour around and, find the best prices, and they're working all the time to get as much product as we can. Getting birds from different places, out of state even, and bringing them in.
The National Turkey Federation, a group that lobbies on behalf of the turkey industry, told us in a statement there should be ample supply this year.
Now, one thing they're seeing more and more here, people opting for turkey alternatives like corned beef
or short ribs. Because of the current supply chain, Eric says non-traditional meats for Thanksgiving could offer unexpected savings, more on par or in some cases even cheaper than turkey.
You don't necessarily have to have that bird on the table. You can have other things and enjoy a great dinner.
The USDA says the return of the avian flu has led to the depopulation of 5.4 million turkeys, about 2.5% of those commercially slaughtered last year. Thankfully, the bird flu didn't impact the more than 4,000 birds here at Raperti's turkey farm in Livonia, but inflation sure did.
The corn, the feed, my bags, my boxes, the prices have gone up for me like crazy, so I had to up my price also.
Last year they charged $3.49 per pound, but this year it's up to $4.49. Another change? Christine Raperti says the birds are once again smaller this year. That's on purpose. She got them a week and a half later to meet the demand for smaller birds, something that started during the pandemic and has lasted. Despite higher prices, she plans on selling out again this year. Orders are already rolling in.
What would you say is too late? Like, do you have a hard deadline in your head where you know that you're going to sell out?
That week before Thanksgiving.
I'm Jen Shawns for 7 Action News.
Applications for student debt relief are now open. The program gives loan borrowers a chance to receive up to $20,000 in debt relief. Depending on the type of loan you have, if you make less than $125,000 as an individual or less than $250,000 as a family, you are eligible for student debt forgiveness. You have until the end of 2023 to apply.
Netflix is planning to crack down on password sharing starting next year. In March, the company started testing 2 different features, extra member and profile transfer. The profile transfer feature will allow users to transfer their current profiles to a new paid account. For those who want to continue sharing their account with family and friends, the extra member option will allow users to create a sub-account under their main account with an additional fee. Netflix has not released what the fee would be, but during the testing, the cost was $3. Could you imagine paying almost $40,000 for an iPhone?
LCG Auction House auctioned an original 2007 iPhone over this weekend that was still in its original box and factory seal. 15 years ago, the iPhone retailed for around $500 to $600. Auctioneers predicted that it would sell for around $30,000, but the final bid was close to $40,000. This model of iPhone only had 1 camera, a touchscreen, and can only carry 4 to 8 gigabytes of digital storage. Could you imagine paying $40,000 for an iPhone? That's crazy.
Yeah, especially one that had 4 to 8 gigabytes.
But let me tell you something. I do wish I had that iPhone. I'll sell it too.
Oh yeah. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages. Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. That's all the time we have for today's show.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallo Vision News again next week.